Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I am Doodleman149, your host, and in today's video I'll be going over everything we know so far about Modern Warfare 2 that'll be dropping later this year, and we're getting into that right now. Seeing as we are still very far away from a potential release date, heck, we don't even have an official announcement of the title from Activision, we have very little solid intel on this new title. Most of what I'm offering today is conjecture and leaks, so take that with a grain of salt. That doesn't mean be skeptical of everything, but don't take any of this as confirmed fact. First off, according to Tom Henderson, a known leaker in the industry, Activision is looking at an official release date for Modern Warfare 2 being as early as June 8th. For once, I may just have a timely video on my hands. He reported that there were talks about doing it early in June before finally landing on this date, so keep your eyes and ears ready for any word once we get into June. Speaking of announcements, according to What If Gaming, there's speculation that an alpha of the game will become available to the general public to test out sometime in August. It's speculated that this alpha is consisting entirely of Gunfight, the iconic game mode introduced by Modern Warfare 2019. The beta is then expected to drop sometime in October and will have a more fleshed out multiplayer suite for the general public to test out. This could include a number of game modes familiar to the Call of Duty community. This is all according to Dexerto.com. Also from Dexerto, there are some big rumors flying around about the possibility of tradable skins for both weapons and operators. This would be restricted to Modern Warfare 2's third announced game mode, DMZ, which is a Tarkov-esque experience, but more on that in a moment. It sounds like the skins will be usable in regular multiplayer and Warzone 2, but that they can only be traded or perhaps even only earned through this third mode. While this DMZ mode may sound like it's following Battlefield 2042's Hazard Zone trend, one that I wouldn't really recommend, apparently this DMZ mode has been in development since the release of Modern Warfare 2019, which would put it before Hazard Zone. This mode is set to feature 4 unique maps at launch and focuses on acquiring loot and taking on other players before extracting. So basically exactly like Tarkov, except hopefully less punishing. This mode is set to be a standalone mode, much like Warzone is to the other Call of Duty titles. Speaking of Warzone, Activision has been developing a Warzone 2 that would either replace the current Warzone that exists, or, hopefully, it exists as a separate entity entirely. Whether or not Modern Warfare 2 will integrate into the new or old Warzone remains to be seen. And lastly, apparently there's a Rainbow Six Siege style of mode that they want to try that's called Attackers and Defenders. Very little is known about it besides it being tactically focused. So what do I think of all this? Well, I'm excited for the official reveal of the game in June, if it in fact happens, and if everything looks good and isn't painfully overhyped like it was for 2042, I'll be more than happy to give the beta a go and see if it's everything that I've hoped for. The tradable skins are a neat idea and could certainly add a unique economy to the game that would be independent of microtransactions. Like if someone got a Season 1 skin that someone in Season 6 wants, they can just trade for it with no extra charges incurred. I'm cautious about the DMZ mode, however, because I feel like chasing a trend rarely leads to a quality long-term product. Warzone was an exception to that rule, and that's probably why Activision is looking to corner the AAA market on this style of game mode. Attackers and Defenders could not sound less interesting to me. I feel like it'll be a mix of hardcore mode and fucking Specialist from 2042. I played Siege for a bit, but it's just not for me. Who knows, maybe it'll attract all the super sweats who aren't me, and I'll have the easiest pub stomping sessions imaginable. I'm excited for Warzone 2 as well. I was a huge Warzone fan when it came out, and the mechanics and map were novel ideas and executed very well. Now Warzone is pretty much unrecognizable, and I feel this would be the best time for a hard reset by releasing Warzone 2. Keep all the stupid Funko Pop looking shit in the old Warzone, and let's have a grittier, more thrilling Battle Royale with Warzone 2 like it used to be. And that's all she wrote. We don't have a ton of info on the title, but you can rest assured that as I find out more, I will bring it to you as quickly as I can, provided that anyone is actually watching these videos. Comment down below to let me know that you are actually here. Anywho, I'm excited for Modern Warfare 2. How about you? Do you have any concerns about anything I mentioned today, or is there more you'd like to know? Let me know down below. I really appreciate all your time, and I hope this was informative enough for you. I've been your friendly neighborhood Doodleman, and until we chat again, I will see you later.